The decisions regarding who to prosecute and on what charges have been arbitrary, treating those that remained politically active differently from those that did not. In March 2018, only some of the former members of the Catalan government were put in pre-trial detention. Former ministers that had quit politics were set free, while those that had carried on with their political activity by running in elections were imprisoned. This arbitrary distinction was also shown in the sentencing. The politically inactive were only convicted for a crime of disobedience without a prison sentence. The others were convicted for sedition and, in some cases, malfeasance of funds, with harsh prison sentences of over 10 years. In February 2018, Spanish Supreme Court Judge Pablo Llarena denied the request to end the pre-trial detention of former Catalan Minister of Interior, Joaquim Forn, on the grounds that he had not renounced his pro-independence views. He denied another request in May 2018 because Forn had written a letter of support to the pro-independence grassroots organization Comités para la Defensa de la República. In March 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown, Catalan penitentiary authorities reviewed the permissions of convicts in open prison regimes to remain at home during the emergency, including some of the Catalan leaders. While these cases were examined by the competent committee, the Supreme Court Press Service issued a statement threatening to bring criminal charges against committee members if any of the Catalan leaders were released. The message said nothing about other convicts with the same penitentiary status. On July 23, 2020, the Supreme Court revoked the penitentiary regime of the former president of the Catalan Parliament, Carme Forcadell, which allowed her to do volunteer work outside of prison. The court considered that any relaxation of her incarceration regime had to relate to a treatment program, implying that she was to be subjected to a re-education program. Public speeches by Supreme Court judges at official events often exhibit an open ideological bias. For example, the president of the Supreme Court, Carlos Lesmes, described citizens protesting against the imprisonment of Catalan leaders as a small but resounding part of society, made up of citizens blinded by irrationality who were frontally attacking the fabric of our democracy. Protect the European Parliament. Protect their immunity.